Cockpit exit. Need to make a stop and go. The black flag, you'll be disqualified. Okay, punch it.
G'day, g'day. How are ya? Something a bit different tonight. Yes, we are at a Superspeedway. We are at Talladega. And we are in the cars of tomorrow. Haven't raced these in so long, it's not funny. They are an absolute beast, these things. A serious weapon. These are, I think, pre-plate racing. There's no restrictor plate, I don't believe. And running 42 seconds at Talladega. That's quick. 42 and 43 seconds for a lap at Talladega. That's really saying something, I gotta tell you. Don't even have a skin done up for it. Just simply went into iRacing and said, this colour, and this pattern, and then did the number, and that was it. That's all I had time for. AusTeam Racing is hosting this one. Ashley Dodson, I believe, is in charge of this. Not a big turnout so far. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. But it's also a matter of, like, people just don't know about it either, I think. So, oh, yeah, who cares? Everything appears to be up and running. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's all good. Alright. Live chat's running. Alright, good. Well, it's running as long as there's a stream. Just, I've got to turn it on so I can see it from my end. So, yeah. There you go. 42, 43, 43, 43. And that one there, 43, 4. I clouded the wall. As you can see. she's a bit bent. So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with this. I mean, 60 laps around here with just 3 of us. It's not going to be a whole lot of fun. So I'm waiting to see if anybody else shows up and see what Ashley wants to do. He really needs to get it out there and plan it properly and announce it and publicise it and that sort of stuff to get the numbers. I mean, I only found out because he put up a post yesterday saying he was going to do it, and then today saying it was on tonight. So, I mean, it's meant to be a first round of a series. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. But as far as I know, I haven't seen it. Except for the AusTeam post, I haven't really seen it anywhere, so I don't know how we're going to go for numbers. There's nothing on at Ann's car tonight, which is mainly why I'm here, because there's nothing on anywhere else. I mean, if Ann's car's got a track I don't want to run, then obviously I'm not going to run it. I don't run the Xfinities every week because of tracks that I don't want to run. But it's got this week off. I don't know why, but both the Xfinities and the Cup cars have got the week off at Ian's car. I don't know why. just don't know. But I think Xfinity's are back at Vegas next week, which is going to make it hard to run this. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I mean, Wednesdays is not a good night because you're up against the Anscar Xfinity series. And like I say, it's not on tonight, which is why I'm here. And Xfinities are at Vegas next week. So the chances are I'm going to run that, not this. Yeah, probably. But AusTeam usually run this stuff on Wednesdays, and that's fine. But if it's not working, they've already had to cancel 2 series because their Wednesday night fixed Cup series, they cancelled it because nobody was showing up. I mean, they need to look at it. It's not that it's next gen. I mean, there are plenty of other next gen series out there that are doing all right. It's maybe just what it's up against. I mean, it's a bit like when a movie releases, it could be the greatest film ever made. But if something else has got better propaganda and better marketing, even though it may be a lesser film, that's the one that the sheeples are going to go and see. And all of a sudden, the much better film is termed a flop because it made less money and hardly anybody went to see it when it opened. Same thing. I mean, you can have a good series. It can be well run, well planned, the right car, the right track combination. But if it's up against established stuff that people are going to go and do, then they're going to go and do that. Like I said, next week, Xfinities are at Las Vegas and I'm racing that. Because I've got to now choose between that and this. So, that's what I mean. There's not a lot that I'm aware of on Fridays. If I was going to... This is another reason I don't bother starting anything, apart from the fact that I know the bullshit in my life. How the hell did he get Dodge on that? It's got the Dodge front on it. On Ashley's car. Yeah, apart from that, find a night where there's not something on already, you know? It's just, it's nuts. And the thing is, most of it's all the same shit, over and over. This mob's running a next-gen series. This mob's running a next-gen series. This mob's running a next-gen series. I mean, global iRacing leagues have started a next-gen series a couple of weeks ago on a Tuesday night, which puts it up against the Skypoint trucks. And to be perfectly honest, I don't like the next-gen cars. I really don't. I actually saw something today that was the Gen 6s. I can't remember what track it was at, but I went, oh, I wouldn't mind running that, you know. I'd run the Gen 6 car every day, you know, like any time, instead of the Gen 7 or the next gen, whatever you prefer to call it. He's advanced. Oh, okay, yeah. Go out and do something with this.
There's the flag. It's over.
Excuse me? What the hell's he doing? What happened there?
Get in here.
One lap to green. Line up on the outside.
We put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
So
The road is closed.
looks like we're going to run 60 laps with just the three of us. That's a shame. This could have been a really good race with 15, 20, 25 cars. These things around here are an absolute blast. People don't know what they're missing, driving around in pathetic fucking next-gen cars. If I started a community, it would be just older stuff that doesn't get run anymore. Honestly, I don't care. Because if all I had the choice to run was the same shit as everybody else, I wouldn't bother. I really wouldn't bother. I get tired of racing in stuff that everybody else is doing. You know, these bloody next-gen cars. I was in a next-gen race today. I was leading. And I pulled in for a green flag pit stop and just parked it. I just wasn't enjoying myself in that car at all. If it was the Xfinity, the truck, the 87, you know, just about anything else. Gen 6. Run a Cup Series with Gen 6. You know, why do we have to run the next gen car? Can't stand that car, I really can't. I just don't like the way it runs. I don't like the way it drives, the way it drafts. I mean, I was sitting right in the tail of somebody today, and all of a sudden I'm out of the draft. Just for some reason, it just dropped off. So,
Get ready, going green. Pace car is in. Green's out, green flag, green flag. Pit road is now open. Car inside. Hold your line. Clear, clear. Inside. Clear inside.
what's he doing? I thought we were racing.
You're the leader. Keep going to the front.
Bloody hell.
How's it walk?
You're right to carry on, Ash.
I'm going to slow down and pick Ash up.
40.
Yeah, cool down with
0, 4.
over 5 bucks. Or pages.
Well, I love the idea that he's using these cars. We just need more people. And the problem is too, you know, I mean, people want to race the older cars, but when you give them what they want, they don't want it. I mean, that's just people are people. Human beings suck, generally as a species, because, you know, we want this, we want that, and when we get it, we lose interest in it. So, you know.
43.503.
I'd be happy to run a series with 20 or 30 cars in these things. You know, all like longer track super speedways, you know, Michigan, Daytona, Auto Club, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how these things go around somewhere like the New Atlanta, around 1.5 miles, or Las Vegas. Be interesting. I don't know how they'd go at somewhere like Pocono, but it'd be worth giving it a try. But I mean, I'm happy to do a super speedway series in these because I like super speedways, but not much good if there's only 3 cars in it. I mean, poor old guys at AusTeam must be wondering what they're doing wrong. Yeah, we're not being able to get attendance numbers for their races and shit. But really, it just comes down to, you know, running a series in a car at a track combination that everybody else is using. And people can race that shit anywhere.
44.265.
I mean, I really think what's needed is to run something nobody else is doing. Stay away from the iRacing official track list and schedule. Run a Gen 6 car on yeah, like long tracks.
Yeah, I'm good. You got a bit light through the travel. Yeah, but not the best when you got someone traveling behind you. It's pretty light. You want to fly a bit more.
If you guys are talking to me at any stage and I don't answer, it's because like I can't make out what you're saying above the sound of the engine.
No, you're right. I was just blowing up. Had a bit of a mishap.
45.662.
God.
$45.372. 5.364. 44.36. That car is a lap down.
So not very exciting. We've only 3 cars in it. Not very exciting to watch. Maybe just sort of, if you're out there and you're watching, look at it as though you're waiting to see how long it takes me to completely stuff it up. I've already hit the wall once. Gave it a pretty reasonable clout too, but oh, here we go. See, stuff like that could happen. She got a little bit wild there for a minute. Well, yeah, she's a bit loose. These are very hard to hold on the inside line. Very, very hard. They really are an apex car. Oh. So if I do that, I can hold it the inside line if I really work hard. But they tend to want to, they tend to want to move out wide. They're loose, they're raw, they're powerful. They are a pile of fun. Don't get this thrill from a next gen car. Weak as piss. I don't care what anyone says, weak as piss. $226 miles per hour. I mean, check that speed, baby. It's why these things are so dangerous.
45.293.
Here they come. There we go again.
Car inside. Clear, clear.
Oh. Shit. And of course when you do that, they're really loose in the arse end.
4.903.
I don't know how hard these are on tyres, actually. The 87s can be hard on rubber. Like even like around Daytona, Talladega. They work the right front really hard. Right rear as well. I got a feeling these cars do the same.
.909.
Oh, there we go.
Are outside. They're outside.
That was about the safest place you could be by sitting back a bit there because I had no idea what was going to happen.
49.298.
They have an own grip what they usually do, eh? As soon as they got halfway in the corner, I'm like, yeah, I think we're going a bit too fast for this.
What do we got? We're a third of the way there. So,
46.342.
oh. I think the tyres have gone off.
Are outside. Still there. Keep low. They're outside.
See, I think these might be hard on rubber. It's getting harder and harder to hold it through the turns. It wants to push its way up the track. But I'm not ready to pull into the pits yet.
.017. Next car is the leader. Car stop low. Go high. Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Judge stop 88. Job.
I'm not sure how many sets of tyres we got. Might be unlimited, I don't know. But I'll change the rubber and I can see what the wear was at. So I've got some idea.
Pit road is now open. Catch the pace car.
There it is. Well, I suppose one thing, guaranteed of a podium spot, I suppose. Doesn't matter what I do.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Go, go, go. Line up single file. Jet stop 8, 8, ja. Left 62, car by.
Right, so.
Jet stop 8, 8.
Oh yeah, look at that. The right front down to 67. No wonder it was getting harder.
Jet
So,
stop 8, 8, ja.
so these are definitely a lot harder on rubber. I figured it might be
Right,
because
put it throttle maybe through again.
I mean 89. If I was in the Xfinity car, that'd be on like 98. You know. So yeah, these things are definitely harder on rubber. Like they're like the 87s. So, but that, yeah, 67, 67, and 86 on that right front. So 80% in the right rear. Left rear's not suffering much, 92, 91. So yeah. Alright. So, might as well do that. Go back. Do that. I've got unlimited of those, so might as well tick that as well. So what are we going to have a drag race off the start here when we ready to go green?
One lap till we go green. Line up on the outside. 2
minutes.
0.62.
Catch the pace car.
So if you're out there watching this live, post a comment, let me know you're out there. Probably end up with more people watching than there are in the race. Hey! Hey, Brad, how are you, mate? Yeah, no idea, buddy. I know it's sending them out because I see them in my Facebook. So, I don't know, maybe notification settings for, I don't know, check Twitch or Facebook or whatever. It's, I get the Facebook ones. I don't get Twitch ones. So I'm not sure what's there. Probably just a setting. So I don't know. You would have loved this, Brad. We're in the COT cars at Talladega. And there were, believe it or not, there's only 3 of us in here. New series for AusTeam Racing. COT cars on a Superspeedway. Unreal. I love these things. They're brutal. They're loose.
Pace car is in.
Here comes Todd, and he's back on the lead lap. Might just run around with him for a while
Green
instead
flag,
of...
green flag. Two
minutes.
22.119.
Yeah, I did one today in the US series, but it was a Superspeedway series where we rotate the vehicles, and I had severe lack of sleep, and I don't enjoy the next gen car, and that's the one we were using this week. I was leading for a little while, but I ended up pulling out. Just lack of sleep, and I just really was not enjoying myself. I just don't like that car. I don't like the feel of it. I just don't enjoy racing it at all. Had a really good run last night in, what was it, Sky Point Trucks. Had a really good run. Green flag pit stop put me back to 28th on the lap down. But I fought my way back and finished 10th and on the lead lap. So that's a good race. And with only 3 of us in this, I'm finding it hard to take this seriously. I mean, like I say, the worst thing I can do is get a podium. You know? So... but we'll run around, we'll complete it. Poor old AusTeam. Doesn't matter what they do, they just can't get numbers. Doesn't matter what they hold or what they run. They just can't get numbers on a Wednesday night. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. I might have to just bite the bullet and make a decision, because the Xfinity cars have got the week off this week, but next week we're at Las Vegas for the Ants Car Thunder Series. But it's awful hard to not come back and do this again. It'd just be nice if we had more cars. 15, 20, 25 would be brilliant. Because these things are just fantastic to drive. Like I said, they're raw, they're brutal. You can't just drive them foot flat to the floor. You've got to lift. They're hard on tyres. It's like driving the 87 car. But there's even more power. I mean, we're doing over 230 miles an hour in a bloody NASCAR. In a NASCAR, well, sedan for want of a better term. And we're doing 230 plus, you know, look. And they are loose. I mean, the rear end's all over the place. Just watch Ashley there in front of me. You can see his backside wiggles on him every so often. And I'm getting the same. We've all clouded the wall at some point. Todd clouded it so hard it brought out a caution. So... it's just, the problem is that they picked Wednesday as their nights to run, and it just puts them up against other things, you know. And I mean, the Ants Car Xfinity Thunder Series is pretty well established.
5.157.
I mean, I blasted away at the start and just disappeared on them. So I'm just going to run with them for a while, see what they do. I'm just more experienced with the rougher cars on a super speedway, so I can push this probably a bit harder than they can, but I'm trying not to at the moment. I was running 42-second lap times, for God's sake.
.039 are outside. They're outside.
All right, we'll just swap for a while then. Ed, here you go, mate. Oh, you love this. COT at Talladega.
Clear, clear.
We'll let Todd run in the front for a while. Poor old AusTeam just can't get anything. Nothing just happens for him, you know. COT cars at Talladega. I love this. These things are just so much fun.
50.319.
But I don't think he advertised it enough either. He needed to really get the word out there for a couple of weeks. Well, I just don't think enough people knew about it more than anything. Here we go. Coming up to it. 230. 230 mile per hour on the back straight at Talladega. Oh, this is fun. I love it. Oh, mate, it's not about the track.
45.
It's all about the car. I'm loving this. This is so much more fun than that piece of shit bloody thing I was running at lunchtime that I pulled out with a bloody next-gen piece of crap.
Stay low. They're outside.
I was even leading that race for a while. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Catcher, yeah. It just doesn't get much more fun than this, I've got to tell you. This is awesome. Hard on tyres, raw, brutal power. Top end speed like an Indy car. Just unbelievably good. How often do you get that on a super speedway where you just struggle to keep it through the turn? Unreal. It's killing the shit out of the tyres. This is what it's all about. Happiest I've been in an iRacing car for a long time. 44.13. Oh, this is a blast, man. Makes it hard to go back to the Xfinity car at Vegas next week, I can tell you. Racing this thing at Daytona or wherever he's going to use next week, that'd be great. This is just the fun factor in these. It's just unbelievable. And you've got to drive the damn things. You can't just hold your foot flat and go around to super speedway. These things make a super speedway feel like a mile and a half.
5.003.
It's like driving an 87 car, but at about 50 mile per hour. That's what it feels like. It's fast, it's loose, you're hard on tyres. Love it. Oh, did you? Oh, that was close. Oh, I didn't realise that. Well, maybe I did at the time, I just don't remember. I forgot. Maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't run in that. Oh. Probably because it was Indy, I don't know. That's not one of my favourite tracks.
44.
It's okay, but
5, 9.
I know, I never really got a real grasp of how to drive Indy properly. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I'll race it. Oh, here we go. But to race it properly and quick and do well, there's another matter. Oh. Where are we? 41.
45.281.
Up! I think I need tyres. Oh! Yeah, looks like that right front's gone.
Next car is the leader.
Oh,
Hitting now.
yeah, that right front's gone.
Oh, cheers for coming out anyway, guys. But, fortunately, to get anyone in here, we get a bit more numbers, but we cannot.
Well, I'm happy to finish it. Come this far, we might as well do the last 17.
Oh, I've got kids on that.
Oh, yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, look, I'm having an absolute blast, to be honest, and
Pit box in.
yeah, I'm glad you ran it. So just take a look at, you know,
5,
what you need to do to probably get some more numbers in or
3,
something.
2, 1.
Yeah, that's it. You can only try
Right
that.
here.
Yeah, thanks, Ash. Yeah, learning curve for me. I've never driven one of these cars, not the old ones.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool in a big pack, you know. But yeah, we'll try and work on the
Okay,
numbers,
punch
see
it.
if we can keep winning. Alright, I guess what we figure out.
1 minute.
All right, thanks, mate. See ya.
5.03. Back in second. Leader's hitting now.
Hey, how are you, Candy? Yes, COT's at Talladega, mate. The most fun thing I've driven in ages. Absolutely love it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people showed up, so we ran it anyway, had a bit of fun. Only got 16 laps to go, so nearly over.
Next car is the leader. 53.196. You're leading.
Oh, it's awesome, mate. Like, it's like, as I said a little while ago, it's like driving an 87 car with an extra 50 mile per hour. They got the top speed of an Indy car. They're brutal, they're raw, they're loose. They're just, they're hard on tyres. I mean, I was giggling like an idiot before. So much fun. And you've got to actually drive them. You can't just hold your foot flat. This is where Superspeedways get a bit boring sometimes. Gets a bit processional. But at the same time, we all want green flag racing. These things, you've got to pay attention. As soon as that right front starts to go off, you've got to be careful of that wall, you know. I don't know how many times I've clouded it tonight.
43.223.
But we'll finish what we started. Purely because it's just so much bloody fun. Back off a bit, let Todd catch up. Yeah, Abigail, how you going? It's a shame. I don't know how much effort he put into letting everybody know it was happening either. It's supposed to be the first round of the new series for AusTeam, so I think
8.429.
I think AusTeam's biggest issue is that they picked a night where there's too many other things going on. You know, like I said before, that Wednesday night normally they're up against the Car Thunder series. That's a bad idea. I've got to actually make a decision between coming back to this next week if he runs it for round 2, or Xfinity at Vegas in the Thunder series. I mean, it's a terrible problem to have. But this is what I'm saying about why AusTeam keep struggling to get numbers and stuff. They've just had to can their next gen series, and as much as I feel for them personally, it's no great bloody loss. I would probably be looking at trying to do something different, not way different, but something different to what other people are doing. Give people somewhere to race something they don't normally get the chance to do. And you'll probably find that you'll get numbers. It might take 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, but people will hear about it, and people will come, and you know, they'll race something that they don't get a chance to race anywhere else. You know, look, for your Cup Series, you know, run Gen 6. Fuck the next gen cars, get rid of them. You know?
2,
run Gen
5,
6.
6, 8, 10 to go, 10 to go.
You know, at a combination of tracks. You know, you can run a full mix of tracks, or you can do what I did with the first next gen series a year or two ago.
Car outside. Clear outside.
You know, run them all long tracks. So, you know, like Pocono, Michigan, Indy, Daytona, Talladega, you know, show a couple of mile and a halfers in there, like the new Atlanta, Las Vegas, Auto Club. That'd be a great series for the Gen 6 car. They'd be great around those tracks. But everybody keeps running the same shit as everybody else. And I mean, people get absolutely drenched in next gen. Well, next gen cars aren't that great. I'm sorry, they're not. They're boring. They're not fun to drive, and not in the least. So, too soft, too predictable. I still reckon it's like racing a limousine. You know, too soft, too predictable.
4.574.
And if you and the drafting on them is just atrocious. And look at the fun I'm having racing this thing. I sit behind him for a while. What have we got? 7 laps. Oh, you naughty boy. That was cheeky. Okay.
Car outside. Clear outside.
A little bit of payback. Got to do something to keep ourselves interested, I guess. We've got 5 laps.
4.277. Nice pass. That was for the lead.
$17. Now it's supposed to be 60 or 65 laps.
7, 8, 5 to go.
Yeah, it's 60.
Inside. They're inside. Car outside. Clear.
Whoa, Jesus.
45.117.
Got a bit loose through the bloody tri-oval there. Just got to hold him at bay long enough to chalk up a W, that's all. Bit hard to get excited about it though. There's only 2 of us left and we started with 3, so... Oh, jeez. My eyes are gone. I can't see where the bloody hell I'm going. It's all blurry. Oh, my eyes are all watery. I can't see where I'm going. Thank you all. Wave to the crowd.
Great job, driver.
Yeah. A win's a win. Well, I drove for 60 laps, I earned it, I suppose.
The water temp keeps getting high. The oil temp is getting high.
Come on, blow you bitch. There we go.
Looks like you got some engine trouble.
There we go. I got to do the burn. Doesn't matter. That was just so much fun. If you couldn't tell, then you're blind. And these things also do a really nice burnout. Well, I hope that was entertaining. Because I had a blast. I don't care what anyone says, that was fun. 3 cars or not, that was fun. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I don't believe I've actually got another race scheduled until Sunday, so we'll see how we go. Oh yeah, Abigail, just fantastic. Yeah, she drops in, watches the races, and yeah, you know, just great stuff. I love having her popping in and saying hello, and you know, a bit of feedback in the live chat. You know, that's great stuff. So, thanks Abigail, thanks Edward, Brad, Candy, everybody who's out there. Thanks for watching. I don't know whether that entertained you as much as it entertained me, but I find it hard to believe because that was just too much fun. All right then, thanks very much, and look, be healthy, be happy, and be safe above all, everything else, and try and live with as little stupid in your life as you can. Bye.